It's 5 o'clock in the morning and you realize there's no bread in the house, or only old bread in the house. Let's bake some Brötchen.
Hey, this is Michael, the God of Kitchen. So, if you don't want to run into this problem like we had this morning, we're prepared and let's make some easy bread rolls, some typical German Brötchen, and we will need a couple of things. First of all, we will need 500 grams of all-purpose flour right here. Then we will need 10 grams of salt, 4 grams of yeast. I'm gonna use our own yeast from my yeast starter video. And we need, how much was it? 20 grams of butter. And of course a little water. Cold water, please. This is 320 grams of water. So what we'll do is we will mix this all together in our bowl. Our yeast and our water. Okay, we're going to start this again very slow and then slowly move it up to a higher speed. You can prepare this the night ahead and keep it in the fridge so it will develop nice and tasty flavor. And now we can really get it a little faster, and we're going to spin this around for 10 minutes. All right, so this was about 10 minutes, so we're going to see how this turned out. And this is how it looks like after 10 minutes. Very nice and smooth. So I'm just gonna give this, just a couple of turns here with the hand. And that's about it. Let's get this out. Very nice consistency. And we're just gonna give this a couple of turns, not much. Very little flour. This is not anything more than that. So you want to give this a little bit of a nice ball-shaped form. Tuck it underneath. Easy. until we got a nice shape like this. So what we want to do is we just want to take a bowl, a little bit of oil, just very little, just so it doesn't stick. What I'll do is just use olive oil. You can also use melted butter. Just get the bottom of the bowl nice and evenly covered. And what we're going to do is right now is you're going to take your dough and you place it in your bowl. So what we will do is we will place it with a towel, and you can either way keep this in a regular room temperature room over 8 hours, or if you want to make it the next morning, you leave it at room temperature for about 2 hours, and then you can put it in the fridge for up to 8 hours. And when we come back tomorrow morning, we will slice it up and portion it, and I'll show you how to form your Brötchen. So this is what our dough looks like today. We want to give this now the right portion. So what we want to do is we want to get our dough out and show you how this looks today. So we got a nice even consistency. Okay, so today we want to, of course, give this a nice round shape. So what we want to do is, first of all, we will measure about between 90 and 100 grams. Size. Let's see. 114 side. All right. So this gave us about 8 Brötchen. And what we want to do now is we want to get this into shape. So we will use a technique called Schleifen, which basically means that we are going to bring this in a nice and round shape. But what we will do is you will take your hand in an open claw position right here, and you will start turning it clockwise, and you will see that the dough starts sticking to your working surface, so don't use too much flour here, okay? And then it will slowly turn into a nice ball shape and build up some stability. And what it will look like underneath, it will turn into itself, and you can be a little force, and once that's done, you place it on your baking sheet. Another technique I will show you in a minute here. You can also use this technique to fold this in a star-like shape or order. Always fold it to side, sometimes a little sticky here, and then you continue with your turning. And what we will do next is we will have these proofing for another 30 to 45 minutes at room temperature, ideally 25 degrees Celsius. And in the meantime, I'm going to preheat my oven, and I'll show you in a second. So what we need today is we need to get our heat up pretty high, up to about 250 degrees Celsius. What I'm going to do with the Miele, it has a great program called Moisture Plus, which I can bring up to 250 degrees Celsius. If not, you can use a regular oven at 250, but here I can basically also add a burst of steam that we're going to use in the beginning. I'm going to say manual. And yeah, I'm just going to let this preheat to 250, and then we're ready in about 30 to 45 minutes to get our Brötchen or rolls in. Okay, so we're back, and it's been about 30 minutes since this was proofing. So what we're going to do is we're going to score the dough. Just going to use a razor knife. Just try to get it pretty deep, like ½ inch. So we got our oven preheated to 250. Now we want to go ahead, put this in here, and do a manual burst of steam right away. Now, if you do not have an oven with steaming capacity, what you can do is you can put a hot pan underneath, where you put in some water to evaporate about 10 minutes prior to putting these in. So you got a nice burst of steam. What we're going to do is we're going to keep this at 250 degrees for about the first 10 minutes. Then another 10 minutes we'll lower it down to 220 and see how it rises. And this is our final results. Looks very good. As you can see, we have a nice crust. It's really beautifully brown. Focus right here. And basically what you can use this for best is, of course, breakfast with, you know, sausage, sliced cheese, bread, marmalade, whatever you like. Let's check the inside. We have a nice build up, and it's a very good weight, which I like. It's not too airy. So yeah, that's it. So I hope you enjoy this little recipe. Let me know any comments below. Be sure to subscribe our channel if you haven't done that, and I'm looking forward to more videos for you guys. Thank you. So here we have the beautiful, sounds nice and hollow. And now, of course, break this open.